This is my how-to play it video for a segment of The Gift of Music by Dream Theater from the Astonishing. It is also riff number 1 in John Petrucci's Match the Master contest. This particular passage comes after the freeform solo, about 3/4 of the way through the song. It is tuned standard, and I'm playing a 7-string guitar, but there are no notes on the 7 strings, so just ignore the 7 string in this passage. The notes are coming from E minor for the majority of this passage. And the last thing I'll tell you is, while there are some complicated time changes, the groupings can throw you off a little bit. If you play every note of exactly the same time value and keep the notes flowing, that may help offset the counting complications. And there are some patterns and shapes that will also help you pick it up. The first chunk is at speed. Alright, so the majority of that, all of these chunks pivot off of an open E string. And this is in the 2nd position. So open E, and then on the 5th string, 2nd fret, 1st finger, go to the note a half step above with your middle finger, back down, and then basically bar to the note on the D string. Okay, and then from there it goes back to the 5th string and walks right up. So 2nd fret, 3rd fret, 5th fret, back to the D string, 2nd fret. And to close that phrase out, from that note, your pinky goes to the 5th fret, 6th string, back to the 5th string, 2nd fret, 3rd fret, 6th string, and open E. So that segment at speed, and slowly. The second chunk is very similar with just a couple variations. So again, it's that motif repeats, but from there it does not just walk straight up. It repeats the 2nd fret, 3rd, back to 2nd. Then it goes to the 5th fret, A string, and up to the D string, 2nd fret. And it closes that phrase out with the following. 2nd position, 5th string, pinky on the 6th string, 5th fret, back to the 2nd fret on the 5th string, and then 6th string, 2nd fret, and then up a half step. So that segment at speed, and slowly. In the Match the Master contest, John plays the 2 chunks I've shown you twice. He repeats that entire segment. On the album, I think it goes at least 4 times. So you get a little more mileage out of it once you've learned those chunks. From there, I'm going to call it the 3rd chunk, and you move to the 3rd position. The next 2 chunks mirror the first 2 chunks' shape. So, but now we're in the 3rd position. So 5th string, 3rd fret, and then go to same string, 5th fret, back to the 3rd fret, 5th string, and then the string above, the D string, the middle finger grabs the 4th fret. And and then back to the first finger on the 5th string 3rd fret, and it walks up 2 whole steps. So this whole step, and then another whole step to the 7th fret 5th string, and then that middle finger note on the D string 4th fret. And to finish out that phrase, it then goes to the 6th string 7th fret with the pinky, and then it's a little bit of a stretch. 1st finger on the 5th string 3rd fret, ring finger 5th fret 6th string. So that 3rd chunk at speed, and slowly. And the 4th chunk, same position, it mirrors the 2nd chunk's shape. So from the open string, 3, 5, 3, but this time instead of walking straight up with the whole steps, it does 3, 5, 3 again on the 5th string. Then 7th fret up to the 4th fret on the D string, and then 3rd fret on the A string, 5th string, and then 6th string 7th fret, back to the 5th string 3rd fret, then the 1st finger drops to the 6th string 3rd fret, and then 6th string 5th fret. So that 4th chunk at speed, sorry, that was a little sloppy. So I'm going to play you the 3rd and 4th chunks at speed. And slowly. Okay, from there, the predictability of the patterns breaks down a little bit. You go all the way to the 9th fret. There's still some familiarity to this, to the shape of it, but so it's going to be 9 on the 5th string, and then 10, half step up, back down. Then the middle finger grabs the 10th fret on the D string, and then 9, 10. But instead of finishing the phrase there, it now drops to the 4th position. By the way, there's an open string, so I just gave you open string, 4th position now on the 5th string, 1st finger. And this is where we get some notes that aren't necessarily in the plain E minor scale. Up a half step, and then up a string. Pinky gets the D string on the 7th fret, back to the middle finger on the 5th string, 5th fret, down a half step. So let me teach you those two bits connected. At speed and slow. From there, we're almost done. Open E, back to the 2nd position, and you get that 2 3 2, but this time it's not the bar with the first finger, it's the 4th fret ring finger on the D string, and then you return to the 2 3, 2 3 meaning the frets on the 5th string. So, and now here it gets interesting. Back to the open E, go to 6th position, and you get a diminished for a moment. It goes 6, 7, 8 as far as frets, and it's 3 adjacent strings. So I think it connects with the, so that's basically at speed. Slowly, I'll connect those two chunks. Now it plays a much more rapid pace. Same string that you're on, if you're still holding that diminished formation, you drop to the 5th fret on the D string. And now we're going to get a chromatic run on the 5th string. You go to 9 with the pinky, and then you just go 9, 8, 7, 6. So, and then from there you drop to the 4th position, but it continues that chromatic style run where you go on the 6th string 7, 6, 5, 4. So I'm going to return to that diminished, and then I messed it up. Okay, so, and that is basically at speed. There's a slight variation I hear in how Petrucci plays it in the Match the Master riff. He plays it a little more flowingly. On the album, it's a little more syncopated with slight breaks, like da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. But to finish out the riff, we just had that chromatic on the 6th string, 7, 6, 5, 4. And then now we have an ascending line where from the 4 that you just played, 5th fret, 7th fret, slide up to the 5th position, first finger on the 5th fret on the 5th string, and a whole step up to the ring finger, half step up with the pinky. Now we're going up another string, and the next 3 notes are the same as they were on the 6th string. It's an octave higher. 6 on the D string, 6th fret, 7th fret, 9th fret, and the last 2 notes, 7 and 9. Alright, so I'm going to play this one time at speed, and then I'll play it slowly. It was a little sloppy, but I'm not starting this whole video over. And the one other thing I will mention, there's a little bit of muting on the... Alright, so the whole segment, if you want to play along, rewind the video, this is, I'll just play it all the way through slowly. All right, one correction, by the way, in not to the notes, but in the phrasing. When it does that, it repeats each string's 3-note phrase. Okay, so then repeat that string, and then repeat that string. So. Hope this helps.